Yeah, we want to try and manage guys so we're using the time to be able to conserve some energy for like what we hope is a good string of big games coming up as well. Um, the group is competitive, and I think it's a great opportunity for a lot of our guys to play this weekend as well. So, competition over the course of the season has been good, and it's stood us in pretty good stead. So, great chance for guys to play. Um, because looking back on the game, I thought our performance was quite mixed in the Ulster quarterfinals. So, it's a great chance for a lot of our guys to showcase what they can do. And it's going to be a bloody tough challenge as well because Treviso were very good here last year. They've been making really steady progress, I think, under Kieran Crowley. And we have a huge amount of respect for what they've done. Yeah, for us, we got to turn it around quickly. So that's just the nature of what it is. We've had a pretty decent week. Conditions are starting to worsen as we get closer to summertime. Like in terms of Treviso, on the other hand, so they had a lot of their internationals return. A lot of them didn't feature in their last game, but they've been back together now for the last couple of weeks, which gives them that cohesion. Obviously, maybe not of playing together, but certainly back training together. And they're making up the vast majority of the Italian team at the moment. And still, Treviso are able to make progress to where they are in our conference. We're under no illusions. I think it's going to be a very tough game for us. Very physical team, Treviso, and they've had a lot of good performances this year, both home and away. So, and we saw firsthand if we're a little bit off in our game, it doesn't take a huge amount to be off. We'll have difficulties, and even I remember the image there, Treviso attacking at the very end of the game on our try line, where we held them out to get a losing bonus point, which was ultimately good enough for us to get that home semi-final. So thankfully we have a home semi-final, but there's a different set of motivation for us now as a group, because we want to give a good account of ourselves in the RDS, and hopefully we have a big crowd here. But then from the players individually, they all want to give a good account of themselves collectively, because that allows them to be able to perform better as individuals, which gives them the opportunity to showcase their talent so they can actually get picked for some of the very, very big games we have coming up. So there's lots at stake for us. We've used this selection over the course of the season. I think Josh at 6 gives us a good physical edge, gets through a lot of work for us. Between Max and Cullen, they've been playing this 7/8 role, is the best way of describing it. So, even though Max will be doing some of the role of the 8, traditional 8 role, and he wears 7, so we didn't have any 7.5 jerseys, so numbers, and it's too much work for Johnny O'Hagan, I think, to do. So, I think definitely it's Max and Cullen both been excellent for us this year. So those guys are young, pushing on through, just getting better week on week, and I think that's important for them just to realise that they're building layers on top of their experience all the time, and hopefully they have positive experiences. But it's been a good season for the two of them. They played lots of minutes, learning all the time. Obviously, the back row they played the weekend that started, so they get managed for various different reasons. Someone will come back into the mix next week, depending on what we go with for the Glasgow game. Again, that's what I mean. It's a great chance for guys just to lay down a marker and put their hands up and say, "Pick me for the team." For the big games, which is a semi-final in a couple of weeks' time that everyone wants to play in. So that's the message.